yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Washington State Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
All right, Holly. So the Washington State Cougars offense will go on the attack first. And here comes the maestro of this offense. The stats would say we might have a mismatch here. This offense can put up points, and this defense can give up big plays. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back on the move. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Tigers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Ahmad Hardy, he put up numbers, more than 200 yards and a couple of scores in their victory last time out. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense, because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play.
Maybe a crease. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Right on the money. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Here's Simmons to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. We've been watching them all year, but David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last 2.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season. And they're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep winning. You got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. You got to see that today.
Right on target this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. He wants to change this route. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the footballs.
Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Hardy. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he puts through the extra point. Here's the return from inside his 10. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run it on the counter. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go right back to the run. Still on his feet at the 35. Might have a chance. The 20. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cougars!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He might want another play. Right back to Hardy on first down. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Simmons keeps looking downfield. Fires to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Motion from the wide receiver. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Hauls it in. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Tigers are rolling down the field. From the gun, give to Hardy. Picks up the first down. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it on the sideline. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
It's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run the option. Powers through the defender. He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
They'll go right back to him. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Keeps the play. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give it to Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Hard running there. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays, aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line, owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want them. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got
finding some room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Clock stops momentarily. momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on first down, second, and third. And he shows you the vision and shows you the speed. I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And third down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important. Having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago. Because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. Makes it past the marker. He's past the 30. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's a give to Hardy. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 24 team, the UCF Knights. And it's the Seminoles, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game in Pullman. What effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Missouri head coach coming out of the locker room. He is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strive here in the second half. Guys?
Holly, thank you. They go right back to Hardy. There's a crease. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Caught, and he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw at Simmons. Makes a catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Makes the catch. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Now running with Hardy. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. That is his third score of the game and now 14 on the season. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Again, it's Hardy. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Finding open areas. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Washington State sends out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered. Just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. On first down, it's Hardy again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Listen, you can't make every play. You can't cover everybody. But it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to Hardy. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback may change this route. Right back to Hardy on first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Here's Hardy. Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Missouri! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
2-point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Simmons. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Snagged in the middle, it's Clemens. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wideout. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in the...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. And he is stopped short, well short of the marker as the defense stands tall. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. There's some room. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
Extending the play. Got his man. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Making side adjustments here. From the gun on third down, Simmons. Snagged out of the air. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go play action with Simmons. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Snags a quick pass on the left.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Makes a grab and room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. And they'll try to fight a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. They want to throw it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Right back to Hardy. Could be an alley. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Running the red zone. It's Hardy. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Hardy. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, here's Hardy. Touchdown, Missouri! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cougars sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Let's go, life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, at this point, you're still trying.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Here's a Heat, and down he goes.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with a W. And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
One more play to pad the stats. On the run, it's Roberts. They're going to try to really stick it to him and rub it in with another score here. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the